Welcome in, everybody. I'm just grabbing my coffee. Hopefully you can hear me. I'll be swapping the mic over in a minute. Yeah, that tends to happen, Oh, pardon me. The belly is full. Check out your noodles. Ganache noodles. Those are my own kind of noodles. Kind of ravioli sort of thing, but no meat inside. Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully you can hear me until I can get my other mic hooked up. So tonight is the quick series message. Haven't even got the cards dealt out with yet, but I'll be working on that as soon as I can get there. All right. Who knew I know how to make pasta from scratch? I'm not just good looking after all.
Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully the mic is working well. Awesome. Thank you for your patience, everybody. Starting a little bit late, but I was busy earlier. Apparently somebody don't want this message out tonight. It's going to come out anyway. Whether they like it or not. All right. All right, everybody. Let's get it. Knock, knock, knock. Fuck you too, tablet. Gonna go where I put you. Fuck you too, tablet. Fuck you too, tablet. Alright, let's get it. Great Spirit, guides, guards, protectors, angels, ancestors, divine light, please protect me during this live to bring about a message for my collective. I guess we're doing a little message before the message, because these cards are just falling out the way they are as I'm shuffling. So oh, really? I get a feeling that somebody just got an ultimatum. Or somebody's about to get an ultimatum. They're not going to be happy about this ultimatum. But apparently somebody's supposed to put up and shut up and clear out some sort of betrayal in order to have some sort of something that's rightfully theirs anyway. It's kind of like somebody's trying to come in and give them a particular scenario in order to get what's theirs anyway. That's the feeling of the cards. And whoever this is, they have every right to snap out. They have every right to be in the energy and the frustration and the anger that they are. And apparently somebody is telling them, you're not allowed to be angry. You're not allowed to have emotions. And you have to stop all this conflict and all this fighting and all this drama and all this bullshit in order to get some sort of 10 of Pentacles. It's like saying you got to put up and shut up in order to get what is got your name on it already. And what I'm getting is it's a bunch of breadcrumbing bullshit. Because they're not even getting what was rightfully theirs to begin with. They're being breadcrumbed, like not even half, not even a quarter of what they were supposed to receive. And it's all because they chose themselves. Because they chose themselves, somebody tried to be their karma. Somebody tried to be their wheel of fortune in reverse. But the scales are balancing because of their manipulation. And somebody can't walk away from the fact that you have what it takes. You are the one that brings the fucking table, collective. If it wasn't for you, there would be no table. Okay? Because you called your power back. You're definitely tapped in. You went through some sort of an awakening. You went on your own solitude journey, did quite a bit of healing. You reconciled all the shit that was within you, all the arguments, everything that was said against you. And it's all because you chose yourself, that they tried to be the karma in your life. And now it's all backfiring. And now they think that they can come in and breadcrumb you. The audacity. Anyway. Yeah, somebody does not want this message getting out. I can't even shuffle the cards. I rebuke it, send it back. I don't even want to transmute that stanky ass shit. Yeah, injustice. There's definitely something going on. This could be dealing with somebody's overwhelmed at the fact that they're not getting the upper hand. Somebody's in trouble because of the injustice they caused. They thought they had it in the bag, and it's backfiring. Yeah, Page of Cups. They don't feel that they need to apologize. Alright, spirit, guides, guards, protectors, angels, ancestors, divine light. Let's bring about a 7 series message. Quick series, 1 through 7 message. Gonna shuffle the cards. Yeah, you're leveling up anyway. We got the world popping out. You're leveling up anyway. So there's a lot of interference. There's a lot of bullshit that doesn't have to be happening. And it's like people are putting up red tape, throwing rocks in your way, throwing wrenches in your motor. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles. Somebody's livid at the fact that they have to pay up. Because these people were not betraying you, collective. They were betraying the divine. They were betraying your spiritual protection, your spiritual guidance. That's what they were betraying. And I'm hearing checkmate in the back of my head too as well. They thought they had it in the bag, collective. And now they want you to shut up about it. They don't want you speaking on it. They don't want you taking action. They're petrified. They're petrified, they're sad, they're angry, they're frustrated. They thought it was funny, but the tables have turned. Yeah, it's being revealed. Because you're nurturing your foundation, you're grounded. You know, you're very grounded, you're very methodical, you're very nurturing, very magical. You're not one to be played with. You got all the elements at your helm. You're definitely an alchemist. Yeah, 8 of Wands. It's coming in. Somebody's pissed. The fact that what they thought that was going to take you out, it's not working. Anyway, quick series message. That's not so quick. Rather distracted. But whatever. How's everybody doing? Georgia, Julius, Renee, Julie. Ernie was in there earlier. Royal Priestess. Who else? Bobby. Yeah. Alright, let's deal these cards out, shall we? So, pick your number. 1 through 7. Don't put it in the chat. You should know that by now. Gonna find out what the overall energy is. While I'm dealing out the cards, think of your number. But Aiden, I don't know what number to pick. It's 1 through 7. It's not that hard. If you pass kindergarten, you can do this. I believe in you. And we got the King of Swords in the reverse. Okay? So I guess we're dealing with the pathological liars. Somebody is very cutthroat. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Maybe this is who's pissed off that their plan didn't work. Could that be it? I wonder. I'll be trying to clean my mic or my... Is that better? It seems to be better. There we go. I got flour all over my camera from earlier. And by the way, that pasta was great. Aiden, what pasta? What pasta are you talking about? I'll show you the pasta. Sheet pasta. You roll it off a fork. Like, okay, I don't want to do that anymore. So I did this type of pasta. Similar to the ganache pasta, but it's, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, and I don't care. But it's basically just flat dough, and I put a fork in it, kind of like a peanut butter cookie. And it turned out great. I'll tell you though, they were a little bit slippery. after they come out of the water. I boiled them up for about 5 minutes each. Ay, ay, ay. So Spirit saying something about the fact that the truth is coming out. Okay? Apparently the truth is coming out. Regarding some sort of lies that somebody put out to defame somebody's character. Yeah. I'm going to add a couple Mystic Black Rose cards too as well as an overall energy. Yeah, whoever's witchcraft that they were throwing on you didn't work. Because they wanted you to come back in and you said no. It's actually blowing up in their face. Apparently they're obsessed now. That's not an us problem, collective. That's a them problem. Thank you, Royal Priestess. Greatly appreciated, my dear. Alright, I'm only throwing in one right off the top. I'm not going to get too special with this, but... And I guess I'll do one of the, whatchamacallits, animal speak. Spirit animal, what I meant to say. Hey, Sage. You're planning on proposing to the love of your life soon? That's alright. Hopefully it works out better than expected. Somebody's trying to chip away at your calm, collective. They're thinking that they're getting somewhere. And yet you're unbothered. Rendering their opinion insignificant, irrelevant. Yeah, they don't want you to have any peace. They want you to miss out on opportunities. They're throwing rocks and hiding their hands because they're chipping away at your confidence. And they want you to drop your boundaries. And I'm hearing boundaries of protection. They're trying to chip away at you to get you in a lower vibration to be able to get beyond your boundaries, get beyond your protection. And there's something here about no communication. I guess you don't want to communicate with this person. So they'd rather just chip away at you to get you to the point where you have literally no choice but to tell them to fuck off. Whatever. All right. So if you pick number 1, we're going to go ahead and do that one. All right. So overall, the overall energy this evening is getting past the deception, getting past the lies. I'm also picking up disclosure, so there's definitely some sort of deception and there's disclosure regarding that deception. Okay, worldwide basis. 7 different timelines, 7 different possibilities. Okay, if you don't pick a number, one of them very well could resonate with you. Whatever vibrates to your soul would probably be a good indication that it's your reading. Again, if you would like a more personal reading, you're more than welcome to reach out to the Hipsy link in the description box or the link section, the one opposite the donation. But yeah, anyway. And by the way, whoever was trying to hack my system, hack my emails, hack my whatever last night at 2:07 a.m., I believe it was, fuck off. Because I know you're watching. Okay? Okay. So if you pick number 1, yeah, somebody doesn't think or doesn't want you to adapt to your current situation. And they're ultimately trying to put you on a roller coaster ride, ups and downs, goods and bads, rush of feelings. Okay, they don't want you to adapt to the ride. And I'm really picking up the fact that you don't meet their height requirement to their shit show. Right? And I feel that I don't know what this is all about, but I think you have an ace up your sleeve. We're going to find out, right? But I'm picking up that there's an ace of something in your reading. Okay? That's my prediction. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It is what it is. However, that's my prediction. Okay? Maybe they didn't think that you would adapt. The dragonfly is a symbol of light and change. It is a reminder to you to bring a bit more lightness and joy into your life in order to bring about the changes needed to reach your full potential. Approach things lightly. And I think that they didn't anticipate you approaching your situation to their chaos that they're trying to throw at you. Okay, and they did this with lies. You could have been dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, very karmic one, a masculine energy. Okay, they are at the spotlight of this evening's reading. So I bet it's going to be eventful. I'm hearing Jerry Springer and Maury in the back of my head. But anyway, they didn't think that you would adapt to their roller coaster and their floods of emotion that they tried to project onto you. But you're adapting just fine, collective. Okay? You're acting rather unbothered, and I'm proud of you. Okay? And I'm really picking up because you're not adapting to this the way they thought that you would. I think they're snapping out. They're the ones on the it's like you got off the roller coaster and they thought that you were still on the roller coaster and everybody else got off the roller coaster and they're the only one on it, is the picture I'm picking up. Okay, so they're riding their own emotional roller coaster of hell. Anyway, situation, we got the 10 of Swords. Would you believe it? You ended out this cycle with this person. You basically rendered absolutely everything that they've said, all their actions, everything totally irrelevant. Okay, so this is a good thing. This is a beautiful thing. There's definitely something here about the cycle's ending. whatever actions they were taking, I really feel that it's blowing up in their face at this time. We got the Six of Cups on its side, so this is the challenge. They didn't want you to move forward. They wanted you staying back in the past. They wanted you recycling this cycle. But I don't feel that that's the case with you, collective. I think that you've really taken the initiative to bring a lot more lightness to the situation. See, the thing is, we ultimately understand that if somebody's going to go to that length to do this kind of thing, they're clearly broken. They're clearly sick in the head, in the heart, in the soul, if they even have one. There's definitely something here about, you know, not really taking things personal anymore because you know where it's coming from. It's kind of feeling I'm picking up on. Yeah, the Five of Swords, you've reconciled everything that they've said, everything, all their actions, everything that they've come to do to you. You've taken care of that already. Okay? With the Five of Swords in the reverse, you've reconciled that in your heart space. Yeah, Queen of Cups. They are bitter. They wanted you bitter, right? They wanted you bitter. Maybe you are, but that's okay. Alchemize that bitterness, my friend. Okay? Alchemize that shit. Allow it to be the fuel to drive you forward. Okay? Even if you are bitter. Okay? If you're feeling a little empty inside, fill your own damn cup because you're worth it. Don't allow them to make you feel incomplete. Don't allow them to make you feel emotionally unbalanced. Don't allow them to emotionally manipulate you. All right? Because that's not their job. They don't get access anymore. Cut them off. All right? You can fill your own damn cup. You are worthy, collective. Don't allow them to make you feel otherwise. All right? They could have been there trying to break your heart, trying to manipulate you. But I can honestly say that you are moving forward. This is the challenge. You're no longer allowing their emotional manipulation to get the better of you. Yeah, they wanted you walking away from your own individual wish fulfillment. They didn't want you to be independently whole as an individual. They didn't want you finding your self-worth. They didn't want you finding your self-love. But here you are. You're doing just fine, collective. All right? And they wanted you ultimately walking away from that, being able to feel complete and fulfilled. What you're walking into, though, is the truth. The Queen of Swords energy, this is definitely something about nurturing some sort of truth, some sort of reality, some sort of, you're taking emotions out of it. You're not allowing the emotions to be at play anymore. I feel that you're looking at the truth. You're looking at what made the cookie crumble to begin with. You're looking at the face value of your situation. And this, for the next 3 months, this is what you're walking into. Recognizing and seeing the truth for the matter. Okay? You're not allowing their gaslighting and their emotional manipulation to get the better of you. Okay? Yeah, temperance. 3 to 6 month mark. This is definitely what you are moving yourself into. You're definitely moving into some sort of an alchemy, some sort of a destiny, some sort of a higher calling. You definitely got angels watching over you. Archangel Michael could be at the helm. I'm also picking up that Archangel Michael very well could be gifting you a sword. Maybe not his, but I do feel that there's some sort of sword being gifted to you within the next 3 to 6 months. Okay, so this could be an upgrade in your protection. This could be an upgrade to your arsenal as far as your weapons of clarity, of discernment, of honesty, of truth. Okay, of strength. There's definitely something here within the next 3 to 6 months that's coming in. This could be a Sagittarius coming in. Okay, probably not, but it very well could be that. We got the Fool in your attitude and relation. Okay, so this is definitely, you're wanting to take a leap of faith. You're wanting to move forward. You're wanting to allow your intuition to guide you in this. And I think that's the case. Okay, yeah. I think with this Queen of Swords, you're weighing your thought process. You're weighing your ability to alchemize. You're weighing your whole idea of assessing what happened, what could have happened, what didn't happen, what was said that was going to happen, the promises that weren't kept. You're really kind of allocating the truth and all of the matter of that. And I feel that's going to help you find the direction in which to move forward in. Okay? Welcome in, Maureen. Your influence. Six of Swords. Somebody wants you weathering the storm, but I feel that with this storm that you're weathering, I feel that you're alchemizing it. With the Temperance here, I do feel that there's something here about you taking that storm and making it your own. It's like you're collecting the rainwater, right? You may have a windmill up collecting the wind, you know. That there could be something along that line. You know, maybe there's some thunder and lightning that strikes and creates a fire, but you're using it for warmth. Like there's some sort of elemental something going on here. And despite the storm that they want you to weather, this has been your biggest influence. This has been your biggest lesson, your biggest alchemy ability, because everything that they threw at you, you've taken it to a different level. Like they wanted you broken, busted, and disgusted, and you actually used it to empower and rise up, which I think is pretty freaking awesome. Okay. So weather the storm, allow it to shape you into a stronger, more resilient individual. Okay. It's really kind of giving the energy of it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. So pay attention. Okay. Hopes and fears. There's definitely something here about betrayal. Because of everything this monster has decided to throw at you, and you've alchemized it, apparently you're betraying them. You're betraying them and what they wanted for you. Isn't that funny? Yeah, we got the Ten of Cups in the reverse out here. This is for the outcome. So this is something here about them trying to betray you one last time. Okay? Them not allowing you to have any type of happiness. They're very reluctant as to allow you to live your own life. They clearly want you on this roller coaster ride. It's like they're giving you no other choice to get back on it. But I don't feel that you're going to take on that whole aspect collective, because they're not anticipating how you're going to adapt. And it's like the adaptability card here is like they want things to be very heavy and very chaotic and just a non-stop, right? But I feel that with this whole endeavor, like you're seeing the truth for what it is. You see, and the more that it happens, the more they tell on themselves, the more they reveal their actual motive and their intention, right? And for them to think that, you know, they're trying to give you no other choice but to come back in with everything that they're doing, they're basically telling on themselves. And it's just giving you more reason to say no, and more reason and more energy to alchemize. Okay? So that's your reading, number one. Um, I do feel that this is going to help you upgrade your overall protection. Archangel Michael's walking with you. I do feel that you are nurturing that sword that he's going to give you. And with great power comes great responsibility. And somebody wants to try to betray you and demote you from that. They literally want you walking away from your wish fulfillment. They want things ultimately ending for you. But I'm really picking up that they're going to betray you for the last time, and they're going to be taken care of. So continue being steadfast, continue being strong. You are going to take a leap of faith. It's about changing your perspective. It's about really seeing things in a different light. I guess it's the whole idea of embracing the roller coaster ride. There's definitely an ebb and a flow happening here. But somebody's definitely in their feelings regarding the fact that you are not adapting the way that they thought you would. And it's really kind of giving me unbothered. Like, they can no longer emotionally manipulate you. It doesn't work anymore. You got Archangel Michael on your side. And that is one angel you're not wanting to mess with. He brings with him divine vengeance. So, it's really giving, they want to play stupid games, they're about to get stupid prizes. This isn't about peacocking, this isn't about bragging, this isn't about anything like that. This is more of a warning for this individual, I think. Because you're not out here trying to ruin people's lives like they are. If they want to continue throwing a storm at you, it's not going to end very well for them. I'm just going to let you know. Because if this is a cross-watching reading, they are going to be betrayed by their own people. They are going to be betrayed. They are not ever going to be happy if they constantly focus on you. Because Archangel Michael's watching the whole thing. You are taking with you your wish fulfillment. You're taking with you your whole heart and soul. And you're looking at it from a truthful, very unemotional aspect now. You're seeing this person to be very mentally, emotionally, psychologically sick. And it's basically just by their intentions of how they show up. Archangel Michael's telling you not to be afraid as well. You got this. You're going to get through this. All right? So that is your reading, number one. I hope this served you well. Again, if you want a little bit more of a personal message, you're more than welcome to reach out to the Hipsy link for your own message. Or become a member and come hang out in the members mid-month message. If you are a member and you have not voted yet, go and vote. It's in the member side. What day are we going to have it, collective? If you're not a member, don't bother go looking because you're not going to find it. Hello, Sir Ian, Mr. Lambert. New dog, it's been a while. Welcome in, Maureen, and Kitty, and James. Oh. Oh, it's been an adventure nonetheless. I was homeless there the last month. But by some miracle. All right, number 2. I'm going to let the suspense get to you. Going to put out the cards first. Make you wait. Number 2, you got to calm your shit. Okay? Somebody wants you popping off, and not the time, nor the place. Yeah, you need to keep your cards close to your chest. You need to be very strategic at this time. You're second guessing your intuition too. This could be an aspect of you gaslighting yourself. You're not listening to your intuition, or somebody is second guessing their intuition regarding you. Flip it where it needs to go. But there's definitely something here about you maybe feeling stuck, maybe frozen. Somebody might have did a freezer spell on your intuition. It backfired. Okay? It backfired. They keep doing this to you, and it's not turning out very well for them. Okay? They wanted you frozen in time, is what I'm picking up on. And it's all because you're not speaking to them. You stonewall them. You're not taking action towards them. And they've been trying to send you telekinetic messages. They're trying to infiltrate your intuition to get you to reach out to them. And it's not the fact that you're ignoring them, but you're focusing on you. Maybe it's the fact that you just don't want to speak to people. Maybe you're just keeping to yourself right now. Welcome in, Valkyrie. Somebody doesn't want you taking action. This is why they're stonewalling you. This is why they're not speaking to you. They want you questioning your intuition. I'm also picking up that they could very well be trying to test your intuition, sending you telepathic messages rather than speaking to you, seeing if you're going to pick it up or not. And I'm also picking up that you're unbothered. You have no spoons for this person, whoever's doing this to you. Okay? The Blue Jays may be significant. You are encouraged to follow your feelings and intuition. So somebody's trying to encourage you not to listen to your intuition. This is a reminder that your personal power is in your own hands and that you are free to take flight at any time if you find yourself in a situation that does not suit you anymore. Somebody want you to be totally stuck and in an inability to move forward. Okay, they are trying to take your personal power away from you. Okay, and I'm really I'm getting this message, this download, that it is literally backfiring on them. Okay, literally backfiring. You're not one to be played with, collective, whoever this is. So right now you very well could be feeling rather stuck. You could be feeling exhausted. You could be feeling out of shape. You could be feeling tired. You could be feeling like you just need a break. You just need to sleep, but sleep doesn't help. It's a kind of tired that sleep doesn't cure or fix. Like, it's a soul tired. It's a soul exhaustion. Okay? And the thing is that there's a lot there that you really need to reconcile with yourself. I'm also picking up that you need to apologize to yourself for being your own worst critic. And I'm really picking up that you're very, very, very hard on yourself. And you need to be a little bit more gentle. Okay? This matrix is falling apart, and the last thing that you need to do is be judging yourself on how you're moving through it, right? This is also speaking on the Page of Cups and the challenge position being, you know, you're being challenged to forgive. And this comes back to the first reading where you're now recognizing who these people are, their overall intention, and why they've decided to do what they've done. And it's almost as if you see them in a different light, you see them from a different perspective now. You see that they're a very sick and twisted individual. Disgusting individual for some of you. Disgusting intention. Sadistic. Okay. I'm also picking up on a triad, the dark triad. If you don't know what that looks like, if you don't know what that means, look it up. It's it's a trifecta of a narcissist, um, an NPD, multiple personality disorder, and psychopath, all in one. You're dealing with a real winner. Let's just say that much. And if you haven't sensed the sarcasm, however, there is definitely a factor here where you need to forgive yourself and forgive others for being the monster in your life. The moment you release this, the moment that it will help you to understand the true essence of who they are. And to some degree, it's not even personal. They ultimately are trying to make it personal, but it's not personal. If you see it from the higher perspective, it's just them being sick. All right. Ultimately, they are trying to get you in a position where you don't ever commit to anything ever again. It's also to the point where um, you are disconnected from your higher power mentally. They do not want you to commit to your higher power. They're trying to disconnect you from that. And by doing that, they are trying to get you to question your intuition. They're trying to, like I said, take over your own personal power. It's like really kind of giving a puppeteer, puppet master kind of situation. It's not working. Um, the thing is that we have an Ace of Pentacles in your heart space, and I do feel that there's something here about um, the divine. Yeah, the divine's trying to get you to recognize that the wealth that you have is within your heart. You know this. You know the song I'm channeling now, right? What's that song? What's the name of it? Something of the heart. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's an old song, like 1970s, 80s. Groove is in the heart. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so that's I don't know if I want to look up the I don't know if we want to look up the lyrics to that. Welcome in, Relics. But yeah. Anyway, your wealth is within your heart space, collective. This is somebody. This is something that, like, yeah, groove is in the heart. Um, people can't, as much as they want you to not commit and not to be able to be connected to your higher power. They can't steal this away from you because it's divinely given. It's divinely protected, and they're literally trying to break you, right? They cannot steal what is within you because you're protected. It's divinely protected. You've got two aces out here. All right. Got the Ace of Pentacles in your heart space, and then you have the Ace of Wands in your past of what you're walking away from. And they ultimately want you walking away from this new beginning, having it to be pointless. They're trying to exhaust you. Okay? And the thing is that whoever you were dealing with in this King of Wands, not King of Wands, but you could be a King of Wands, you could be a Queen of Wands, stepping up into your North Node. But whoever this King of Swords in the reverse was to you, they ultimately wanted you, after you walked away from this individual, they ultimately wanted you walking away from this new beginning. They wanted you to have nothing to offer with the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, that's in your now to the next 3 months. They're trying to take absolutely everything away from you to the point where you have nothing. You have nothing to grasp on. You have no purpose. You have no way of moving forward. They're definitely trying. They want you frozen in time. All because you don't want to speak to them. All because, and they want you to reach out to them. Right? And it's kind of like they may have gotten rid of your number, or they may have had your number deleted out of their phone by someone. Or they may have just in a fit of rage, maybe broke their phone and lost your number. It could be a lot of different things. But they want you to reach out to them, right? But you're not. You're not speaking to them. You're stonewalling them. And because you're not taking action regarding that direction, this is why they're doing this. They're wanting you out here literally having nothing substantial to bring to the table. Okay, they want you losing out on everything that you're working on. What they don't understand, okay, is the divine is guiding you. You're divinely guided, guarded, and protected. We got the Two of Swords, right? The Two of Swords right side up. This is about not having all the information to move forward. And then in the reverse, I feel that this is the divine guiding you. You might not have everything available to you, but you're moving forward anyway, trusting in the divine, right? Trusting in your intuition, trusting in your new beginning, trusting in your passions, trusting in this new idea that you have, taking it one step at a time. And because the divine is guiding you, it's making it very, very unpredictable as to what to aim at. And I think this is why the divine is doing what they're doing, and this is why they're trying to block out your intuition. They're trying to play puppeteer. This is probably why there were so many distractions this evening as we got started here. Right. However, your attitude in relation, you need to stand on business, collective. We got the hangman here. There is no perspective that you need to see outside of the perspective that you have. And I'm really picking up that somebody's coming in to try to gaslight you out of this new beginning. I'm picking up that they don't want you to feel that you know, it's like they expect you to require their validation and their confirmation or their consent in order for you to move forward, like as if they are your handler or they are your owner. And it's not even the case. Like the the audacity of this imbecile, this irrelevant scoundrel is like baffling. Okay. Your influence, Three of Cups. You're in the moment. You're hanging out with your tribe. You're definitely loving yourself. You're definitely in this feeling of commitment and comfort, and you, your higher self, the divine. It's 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 a happy union. It's a really happy dynamic. And I do feel that you are fulfilled within yourself. You're not looking for anyone to fill any particular void or emptiness, because there is no emptiness. The divine has pretty well healed you in this. And this is where this Ace of Wands and this Ace of Pentacles is coming from. It's basically what I'm speaking on. Okay. And I do feel that this, in essence, this is a spiritual inheritance from the divine, because you've done the work, you've done the healing that you needed to do. And this is where the Four of Swords is saying that your overall situation is you're in a cocoon almost as a resting period. You know, it's not over, but there's something here about the divine kind of cradling you, right? The hopes and fears, we have the Nine of Wands. Um, they wanted to make it look like you're not getting the upper hand, that you're going to suffer, that you're going to dwindle, you're going to fail at this massive battle that you've been battling. And when I'm looking at this, I do feel that this is a fear. It very well could be a fear of yours. This is only a projection, it's an illusion. All right? This is only an illusion. They're casting projections over you to get you to not commit to what you're needing to focus on, and that is your intuition, that is your connection to the Most High, that is your connection to the divine, to your angels, your ancestors, your spiritual team. Because you are moving forward, you are being guided by the divine, whether they like it or not. I'm also picking up with this Page of Cups that there's a challenge of receiving an apology, accepting some sort of an apology, water under the bridge. But this is a fake apology. I'm just going to let you know. Right? They're coming in to resolve this so that way they don't, you know, they get the upper hand in this. And, you know, they want to come in and gaslight you and gaslight your intuition. They want to gaslight this whole idea that you don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're totally worthless. You have nothing to offer. They want to outright belittle you and humiliate you. And you know exactly what you bring to the table, collective. And it's a hell of a lot more than what they could even consider bringing to the table. All right, but they're going to come in anyway, and they're going to come in and try to gaslight you. I'm also picking up that they're expecting you to apologize to them. They want an apology for what they did to you as well, right? But they're trying to flip the script and make it to where you ruined their life, and this is why they're doing what they did. Meanwhile, they left you for dead. Right? They left you to pretty well die, and because you stepped back up and you prevailed, they've been trying to trip you up and make you fall flat on your face, and because you're not, they're losing their absolute shit. And because you're not taking the bait that they're throwing at you, because you're not taking the fall and, um, you know, feeling worthless like they want you to, like it's, again, it's giving handler vibes. They're trying to puppeteer you. But it's all a projection. And the Four of Pentacles, you are slowly building your foundation again. Okay, and I think this is very significant. You need to keep your cards close to your chest. Save for a rainy day. Focus on yourself. And I'm really kind of picking up on the fact that you're not a selfish individual. You like to give back. You like to give back to your community. You like to give back to your friends. You like the reciprocity. But you really need to hone in and focus on you now. Focus all your energy on you. And, you know, people are going to be out here and they're going to think that you're selfish, but you really need to focus on you right now. Because they're trying to make it very, very difficult, okay, for you to continue to move forward. And you're going to need to be very strategic as to who and what you are pouring your energy into, because you're going to need every ounce of that energy for everything that they're throwing at you. I'm also picking up that they're throwing, like they're getting, it's pretty fucking sad that they got to get groups of people to work together in order to bring you down. That just really shows you what type of person you are. Okay? It really should give you validation as to actually how powerful you are. All right? But yeah, don't question your intuition. Your intuition is on point. I'm also picking up that they want to come in and influence you by creating a celebration for you. But this is no celebration. Okay, this is a celebration that is being turned into a humiliation ritual. Okay, they're going to make it look like it's a celebration, that they want to come in and celebrate your success, and they want to come in and apologize to you, but it's actually humiliation. They don't want you getting the upper hand, and they want you walking away from this new beginning. They're trying to distract you, but the divine will tap you in. So if you're invited to go anywhere in particular, I just stay to yourself for now. Don't be taking any offers unless it feels right. If it feels good in your soul, then you're all right. But otherwise, if it don't feel right, if you get a bit of a bout of anxiety or something that comes over you, you could be in a hermit mode right now. You could be in a resting period, and that's where the divine wants you right now. And they want you to overthink this whole idea that it's just anxiety. Come hang out with us. Come out for dinner. Come out for coffee. Don't go for coffee. Okay? Don't go out for dinner with them. Okay? These are people you've cut off. These are people that literally left you for dead, and they're going to come in and act all sweet to your face. Okay? Listen to your gut. Listen to your intuition. Do not allow them to come in and get you to question your intuition. You may get an actual blue jay come to visit you to say, yo, pay the fuck attention. If you got a blue jay squawking at you one day, that's a warning sign that they're coming in. Okay? Take that into consideration. You may see blue jays somewhere. It's a warning. All right? So that's your reading. If you want more personalized version of this, you're more than welcome to reach out. Yada, 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 yada. You know the drill. If you don't and you're new here, check out the description box. That's all I gotta say. Ay, ay, ay. All right. Number 3. Guilty as charged. Somebody's trying to make you feel guilty because you ripped their motherfucking mask off their face. The audacity you have, collective. Number 3. Would you believe it? You ripped this bastard's mask off their face, and they want you to feel guilty for it. Collective, I'm not telling you what to do, but this one might need a fucking throat punch. Not gonna lie. I'm not condoning any type of violence, but my goodness. Yeah, they're redundant. Got the 8 of Cups in the reverse over here for your situation. They're making it virtually impossible to walk away. Okay? They're making it virtually impossible for you to let go and move on and live your fucking life. And they're doing absolutely everything to infiltrate whoever you are collaborating with in order to ruin absolutely every collaboration that you have. Anybody and everybody that you are collaborating with, they're trying to sabotage it. Yeah. They want you to feel worthless. They want you to feel disempowered in your mind. They're trying to take away your intuition. They're wanting you to feel guilty for seeing them for who they are. 2 of Wands in your heart. They don't want you having any new loving partnerships either, so they're going to sabotage absolutely every single one of them. You could have gotten wind of these different people that they were fucking around with behind your back, and maybe you decided to warn these people of what type of monster they were dealing with, and they took it personal, and now they're going to sabotage absolutely every bit of any type of collaboration that you have. All because you were warning people of what they did to you. Like, you're dealing with a psychopath, and you're trying to warn people to save their life. But somehow that's a problem for them. You're taking away their supply. Like, I'm also picking up you're not their first victim. It seems like you're one of the few that have actually survived. Yeah. The 5 of Cups in the reverse. That's what they want you to walk away from. The fact that you've alchemized all of this pain and suffering that they wanted for you, and this sadness, and you turn it into power. You turn it into purpose. King of Cups. They literally want to break your fucking heart. And it looks like they're coming in to gaslight you and manipulate you all over again. This could be a King of Cups, this could be a King of Swords, but they're both in reverse. You might have a King of Cups and a King of Swords that got together. This is very much feeling a LGBTQ reading. They very well could have got with your supposed best friend. They could have already been with your best friend. This could have been some big, huge ploy to destroy you and have you brokenhearted. This King of Swords very well could have come in all innocent when they were actually guilty, and you ripped their fucking mask off. Give me a second. I'm really kind of picking up this King of Cups is coming back in some degree to test temperature. The Nine of Swords in reverse, but you know the truth. You know the truth already. They can't hide this shit from you. Oh, if audacity was a word, like the audacity, that should be the title of tonight's message. Take no prisoners. Not in a million years. Well, no fucking kidding. No, I know it's Ashley. I get it. And no, I'm not crying. I'm trying to clean the stupid out of my eyes. I can't believe what I'm witnessing in my cards tonight. My goodness. So they're boohooing and crying at the fact that you found out the truth. You're not in this dark night of the soul. You've actually alchemized it. You're moving forward. You want nothing to do with this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio individual. You want nothing to do with this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius individual. You don't want anything to do with their fucking ass bullshit. Trying to disempower you or trying to sabotage absolutely everything you're doing or everything that they're about to get caught up. Okay? If they haven't already, they're getting caught up. All right? All of this shit is ending. Okay? Their whole attitude is to end your life and end everything that's coming in for you. But they're in for a rude awakening collective. Because their mask is literally about to be ripped the fuck off their face. All right? And this is why I'm saying guilty as charged. Because they're out here trying to make you look guilty, make you feel guilty, but they're the ones that are guilty. Anyway, collective, you're getting justice. Things are balancing out for you, whether they like it or not. They're going to have to just sit there and accept that. Okay? Because you have support coming in, you have reciprocity coming in, all right? And I do feel that somebody wants to end whatever this is. They're coming in to emotionally manipulate you and tell you half truths. Okay? Whatever this truth, it's supposed to put you into another dark night of the soul. Right? It's supposed to hurt you. It's supposed to break you. It's supposed to make you feel sad. It's supposed to break your heart. But unbeknownst to them, you already know. Because you're not stupid. Right? You're not fucking stupid. You've been dealing with this asshat for long enough. It's so sad that now they're predictable. You've read their playbook so much you've given it to a friend. Here, read this. I pretty well got it memorized. That's to the equivalent of it all. And ultimately, they cannot predict your next move. And you don't have a playbook, collective. Why? Because you are being guided by the divine. All right? So this is why they want to come in and end all this bullshit once and for all and say that they want to bring some sort of justice to the situation for you. They want to be in this energy of reciprocity, and they want to heal things with you. They don't want to carry these burdens. But ultimately, it's a fake piece of shit wanting you to feel guilty for ripping their mask off and revealing who they were to everybody. But the thing is, everybody knew to begin with. Everybody knew already. Welcome in, Penny. And somehow they want you carrying some sort of burdens. This is the end goal, to disempower you and have you be carrying burdens. All because you alchemized everything that they threw at you. So they want to come in and manipulate you emotionally, tell you half-truths, to supposedly end out all of these trials and tribulations. And it's because they're receiving karma and they don't want to receive their karma. And the fact that quite possibly the justice system is influencing this, they might be getting caught up. Archangel Michael may be putting pressure on their necks for even coming for you. I just got like a sound bite of somebody crying hysterically, begging spirit to let them off the hook because of everything that they threw at you. They know what's coming, and they are petrified. Okay? They're literally petrified with what's coming in for them. I'm also hearing that they've witnessed what other people have done and their karma and retribution that they ended up getting. And this is why they're terrified. I'm also picking up that people that you didn't even know that they sent towards you ended up getting something. They got caught up. They got fucked around with. They got tuned the fuck in. They got their bells rung, so to speak. So Spirit's saying just continue alchemizing this. Continue knowing the truth. Don't call them out on their shit. Just take notes. Whoever's coming in to try to disempower you, to gaslight you, to take you out of your element, gaslight your intuition, make you feel guilty, all because you ripped their fucking mask off and you revealed who they are. Okay? They want to play like they're genuine coming in and they're not. They're gaslighting you to no end. They want you holding their burdens. I'm also picking up that because justice is coming in for you, I do feel that there is going to be a new person maybe coming in to, I don't know, tie the knot. Maybe that's what they're afraid of. They don't want this new dynamic. They don't want these new connections. They don't want you moving forward. Because once you move past these crossroads or whatever, once you move into this new dynamic, then that officially ends their supposed chance. But they don't understand and they don't know that their chance, even if you have anybody or whether or not you do or don't, there is no chance for them. Time is up. And they still think that they can come in and kind of gaslight you and swindle you and all this shit. It's not. This is definitely somebody, and I don't like using this term because I don't like using this term right out. But we got a husky here looking at me. And with this sheep in the reverse, it's kind of giving wolf in sheep's clothing. And I don't like using the wolf in sheep's clothing because that's basically stating that wolves are not genuine and they're sneaky and they're sly and they're evil. And I don't like that at all. Wolves are actually very, very loyal. They're very genuine. They're very loving. They're very nurturing. Okay? Look it the fuck up. They may look scary on the outside, but they definitely have a loyal heart. They're very protective of their family, of their kin, of the ones that are loyal with them, right? So everybody gives the wolf a bad rep, and the wolf is no bad rep, right? You piss one off, you corner one fucking right, it's gonna rip your face off. I would too if you cornered me, right? I think anybody would if they cornered you, right? But anyway, they want these burdens to be transferred to you. It's not going to happen. As long as you stay steadfast, don't allow them to gaslight you, don't allow them to disempower you. Stay focused. Whoever I'm speaking to with this reading, you very well could be going through trials and tribulations. Um, the divine is using this to level you up, and they are trying to stop your they're trying to stop this initiation, not realizing that they are being utilized with all the trials and tribulations they are sending you. They are being utilized as the initiation. So if they wanted to stop the initiation, all they would have to do is move in a new direction. Just give me a second. There we go. Anyway, collective, if you want to, number 3, if you want clarification on this reading, feel free to reach out. There we go. That's better. All right, number 4. Let's get it. Number 4. Number 4, you have the ability to be a cosmic emperor. No, collective, number 4, you are a cosmic emperor. You have the ability to be a cosmic emperor or empress. The difference between an emperor and an empress and a cosmic emperor and an empress is the equivalent of a starseed. Starseeds, they have a sort of an asexual kind of aspect, so they don't look at people as human, as like a masculine or male or female, feminine. Okay, they look at people as individuals. They look at people as humans or humanoids. They look at people as their soul aspect. It's like demisexual. Like demisexuals, they have to have some sort of connection with the person, and it goes beyond their whether they are masculine or feminine or male or female. It goes well beyond that. It has to do with their soul connection, their spirit, their overall intention of how they hold themselves, how they present themselves, how they move forward, how they live their life, their overall priorities, their overall intentions. In order to be connected with a demisexual, you have to have some sort of a soul connection or soul tie of some sort with this individual. And I do feel that whoever this reading is for, you actually tie into that energy. We have the Star out here. We have the Emperor out here. We have the Empress out here. We have the Devil out here. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Two of Cups. The Ten of Pentacles. The Sun. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Hermit. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 higher arcana. So over half of them are higher arcana. Is everything good?
Everything good?
Everything's good.
Everything good? Everything's good.
So, in order to be a cosmic emperor or a cosmic empress, you have the ability to go through all the kings, the princes, the pages, the knights, the princesses, the queens, the kings of every suit. So, not only are you working through the masculine, let's say you're a man, right? You go through the masculine and then you integrate the feminine. Okay, so for instance, the King of Swords, you embrace the truth, you embrace justice, you embrace standing on business, you embrace um, you know uh, the validity of standing on boundaries, no emotions, and then you integrate the feminine, so you nurture that aspect. Okay, and vice versa. If you're a woman, you nurture that aspect, and then you stand on business. You stand on it, right? Um, so either way, however you sit in that dynamic, whether you're a man or a woman, right? You step into that whole aspect of whichever is your opposite is what you nurture and you bring in. Okay, it is a little bit longer of a journey in order to go through that process, but you ultimately end up, and I do feel that star seeds that come through here, they have the ability to move through that masculine and feminine energy. Okay, and this is what brings them out into this demisexual kind of energy. Okay, this is what ultimately makes you a cosmic emperor or a cosmic empress, because you hold both masculine and feminine energy. Okay, so you could tap into the Empress or the Emperor energy. You can tap into the King or the Queen energy, the Knight's energy, the Pages, whatever the case may be. So for your current situation right now, you have a lot of deception around you. There's a lot of people playing in your face. You very well could be in a cloudy mayhem of a mess right now. You might not know up from down. Okay. You may have a lot of lies that are circulating your mind. And I'm really picking up that you've been lied to since the day you were born, collective. Okay? And the fact that I just lost, what, 3 people? All because I said that? They were homophobes anyway. I don't give a fuck. they can stay gone. This is a safe space for everyone from any demographic. If they don't like it, if they can't wrap their head around it, then stay the fuck away. This is not the place for them. So right now there's a lot of deception, there's a lot of lies around you, number 4, and you really need to kind of take into consideration that you need to nurture your new ideas. You need to nurture your Empress side. Okay, you need to get into the ability of being magnetic in your abundance, your prosperity, your stability. You have the Empress here in your challenge position. So this is as to whether or not you're going to welcome in and accept your abundance or you're going to sabotage it. This is about ultimately turning that frown upside down, recognizing and remembering who you are. Yes, balancing the two, exactly. Now, just because you may be a starseed or maybe you're not a starseed, maybe you don't resonate with that or vibe with that energy, you can still alchemize both energies. You can still bring yourself into those both energies. Okay, I just feel because starseeds, indigo children, crystal children, those dynamics, they have a little bit easier way of going about moving into this energy because they are celestial. They are of celestial soul bodies. Okay, they're ultimately brought into the planet matrix to elevate the consciousness of the planet and to shine light on the potential of our overall celestial ability. This is why they are ultimately targeted, because of the system in the matrix. And you are one of them, collective. Number 4, you are one of them. You need to remember who you are. You need to represent. Show up and represent. You need to remember who you are. You need to remember your magic that you have within you. We have the Queen of Pentacles in your mind space, in your mental focus. All celestial beings have every element at their disposal. This is what makes them so powerful. Okay? The thing is that within your heart space, we have the Hermit. So there very well could be a time of solitude. There very well could be a trip that you're going on. There very well could be an inner investigation that you're needing to take. This is about looking for your inner light. Because of the deception, because of the lies, and the misunderstandings that people have thrown at you, this is your journey. This is what's coming in for you right now. With the Hermit here in your heart space, I do feel that this is an inner journey. This is an inner working that you need to move within yourself. Any of the answers to your deception or lies or cloudiness that you're feeling, maybe you're feeling lost, feeling empty, you continuously having to run because of you being targeted, the feeling of invisibility, constantly being cut off, feeling like you're lost, people testing your patience, okay, and whittling down your ability to be patient, right? And making it to the position where you are constantly in lack and constantly running for your life. There is nothing outside of you that is going to give you the answer. Okay? There's nothing outside of you. Let me repeat this. There is nothing outside of you that is going to give you the answer. There may be clues, but there is, again, nothing outside of you that is going to give you the answer. The answer lies within you. It always has, it always will. So don't be going to your mother and your father asking about what should I be when I grow up. It's none of their business. If you are constantly pretzeling yourself into a shape to make everybody else comfortable, you're doing it wrong. And you're ultimately losing yourself. And this is why you feel lost. Because you're not living up to your own expectations. You're not living up to your own destiny. You're trying to make everybody else comfortable by shaping yourself into what they want you to be. It's not their fucking job to tell you what and where and what shape you need to be. You need to go within yourself, find out what is being called to you by the divine, and act on it. The divine is not going to get you to be a criminal. The divine is not going to get you to go rob a bank. The divine is not going to get you to go and take a knife and, screw somebody's face up. That's not the act of the divine. That's the act of the devil. That's the act of the darkness. Okay, so if you're getting thoughts like that, that's the darkness playing tricks on you. Don't listen to it. The divine will always point you in a very peaceful, very righteous, very sovereign direction. They're not going to get you to do stupid shit. Okay, all these people saying that they're going around and they're doing all this shit to certain demographics and certain people. The divine ain't gonna do that. The divine is not going to get you to strap shit to your chest and go and create fireworks somewhere. Okay, that is not the divine talking. The divine is actually wanting you to stand in your sovereignty and be peaceful. Lead by example and be the light that the world needs right now. To inspire others to stand in their own sovereignty. All love and light, but take no shit. Okay? There's a fine line between unconditional love. Okay? So the situation here, collective number 4, it's your inner light that you need to find. You very well could be feeling lost right now. Now is the time to find that inner light, because that inner light will guide you forward. Okay? It will guide you into what you are called to do. And then as that happens, everything will fall into place for you. People are not going to like this, specifically if you are pretzeled into a different shape. You're going to have to stretch out. You're going to have to, unknot yourself from the expectations of other people. They're not going to like that. They're not going to like the fact that you're pulling away and out of their mainstream of what they want you to be. Okay? They're going to probably snap out at you. They're probably going to misunderstand absolutely every step of your new direction. And that's a them problem. Okay? So the thing is that you are stepping into your intuition. You've always had a gift. You've always had a magic about you. Okay? You very well could be good in nature. You could very well have a fascination with fire and transformation. You could very well be in this essence of uh, just kind of recognizing that you have gifts, that you have an intuition. This is definitely something that you need to be tapping into. This is a confirmation that you are intuitive, that you definitely have a magic about you. You have all the elements at your disposal, not just fire. Okay? And you have the ability to balance out your darkness and light. Okay? But that will require shadow work. It is, time is of the essence for you at this time. And Spirit's also speaking on the fact that you have not heard the last 3 years of my messages. And I have a feeling there's a couple of you there within this timeline. You've only been following me for maybe, if that, Spirit's saying something about a month. So you have a lot of catching up to do. But you being in this starseed energy, you have no other, you have nothing else to do, because everything else is cloudy, everything else is falling apart, and it's falling away so that way you can focus on you. It's helping you to recognize what you need to focus on and what you need to prioritize. So stop holding on to shit that's falling apart, because it's just going to fall apart in your hands. It's falling apart for a reason. It's no longer serving you. And it's about time you elevate into your purpose, into your calling. And you need to stop questioning that. Remember who you are. But Aiden, who am I? Are you even listening? There's an inner journey that you need to go on. I've already spoken about that. And they've, 700 videos prior to this one? Lots of information you can tap into. Go with what's been drawn to you. There's a little bit of a gem in absolutely every single one of them. What is falling away from you with this 10 of Pentacles in the reverse is not meant for you anyway. Okay? And I'm also picking up on the fact that somebody is trying to sacrifice you for your spiritual inheritance. And this is the fact that you are a starseed. This is the fact that you are meant to be an emperor and empress. This is the fact that you are a celestial emperor or empress. You are one of the very few, and I'm not to make this all grandiose, but you are one of the few. There's quite a few emperors, there's quite a few empresses, there's quite a few kings and queens out there. There's quite a few high priestesses, there's quite a few hermits out there. But there's a lot less celestial emperors and empresses out there. Okay? And just because you are a starseed doesn't make you a celestial emperor or celestial empress. It depends on your initiation. It's depending on your journey. If you're not willing to go through the hermit's journey and go into solitude and go within yourself and find out your calling, you will not reach the emperor. You will not reach the high priestess. You will not reach the empress or the emperor or the magician or whatever else. Even the devil, for that matter. You need to go through your darkness. You need to literally walk through hell in order to get to heaven. Because you need to know the difference between the two. So you could be, quite frankly, on your way to hell right now. And you will have to face the brimstone. But this is also, I do feel, to some degree, this is you facing all of the previous karma and allowing it to burn off. Okay? You have quite the journey ahead of you. But I do see somebody here that's trying to make you into a sacrifice, to steal your spiritual inheritance and make you a sacrifice to the devil. They're trying to create a situation where it is hush-hush, that you are not seen, that you are left in the dark. And this is why there's lies and deception. And this is why you've been lied to your whole life. Because people did not want you to realize and recognize who you actually are. Because they did not want you to step into this destiny. They did not want you to step into your calling. Because if you were to step into your divine right, you would be a force to reckon with. You would be making big splashes, not even ripples. You would literally be a walking game changer if you actually recognize who the hell you are and remember. These are big shoes to fill, and other people think that they can fill them up better than you. But they cannot compete where they do not compare, because they do not have the essence of who you are. You were already chosen before you even came to Earth. And this is why you've had to deal with the trials and tribulations that you've dealt with. It's because of that. So they ultimately want you to be unseen. They want you to be left in the dark. Why? Because you have the ability to be in your Emperor and Empress energy. And right now you need to step up into your Emperor. Okay, this is the influence that will move you forward, that will propel you forward. You very well may have to cut out a particular dynamic or a relationship, because they are dysregulating you and they are holding you back from your true essence of who you are. Chosen ones, light workers, shamans, high priests, high priestesses, for the most part, they usually have to be single. They usually end up being in this dynamic with the divine. It's to cut the chaff from the wheat. And depending on the dynamic of who we are, if we are with, let's say, a twin flame, they are there to get us to choose ourselves, ultimately. Okay, there's nothing divine about a twin flame. Twin flames are there to teach you lessons, teach you about boundaries, teach you about your priorities, teaching you about what you need to focus on and what you need to cut away. Okay? When you're stepping into the divine soulmate aspect of it all, this is where the Emperor and the Empress and energy comes in. But there's also karmic soulmates as well. Okay, the difference between a karmic soulmate and a divine soulmate is the intention. It's kind of like a Bonnie and Clyde to Thelma and Louise kind of dynamic, if that makes any sense. But there's definitely something here about the Two of Cups in the reverse. So this very well could be somebody either dysregulating your nervous system to where you are at a war with yourself within the Two of Cups in the reverse. Or this could very well be that you are in a karmic dynamic that you need to be rid of, that you need to remove or to let go and release, depending on your situation. However, your final card here with the star is your outcome. This is you stepping up into your essence, your divine right. This is you no longer feeling lost. This is you shining as your birthright. This is you not being that sacrificial lamb that they want you to be, because they are wanting to steal your inheritance that isn't up for the taking. Because as a star seed, you are divinely protected. Okay? But there is definitely something here about integrating your darkness as well. Recognizing your determination and laughing in the devil's face. No longer being afraid of the dark. And allowing your light to shine and make the darkness flee. Okay, it's the kind of thing that every time I wake up and I put my feet on the floor, the devil shudders and wonders, what am I going to be up to next? Kind of a situation. So the devil gets nervous every time you wake up in the morning, every time that you open your eyes, because you have a huge potential, collective. And it's about time you recognize who you are and step into that. I can't do it all myself. Teamwork makes the dream work. You are meant to shine your light. So you go and do that and make the divine proud. And understand that you do not walk alone. Okay? Somebody might be testing your patience or whittling away your patience, but it's because they see, they know, but don't bother asking them about it because they're going to gaslight you out of it. Because they don't want you stepping into your fullest potential. It's up for you to recognize it. It's up for you to do the inner work. It's up to you to take initiative. Part of being chosen is to choose. And remember that you've already chosen to take this path. This is the whole aspect and the deeper meaning of remember who you are. Recognizing the light that's within you with the hermit, allowing it to guide you through the darkness, to shine the light that you are, to make the darkness flee. Together we will eradicate the darkness on the earth. But it's the fact that we need to work together to do that. You are being reminded that persistence is what is necessary to attain your goals. You need to be patient and trust that the universe will help you through your challenges in divine timing. Success is already guaranteed for you. So have patience. All right, number 4. All right, number 5, here we go. Now I'm channeling It's a Mystery by Sarah McLachlan. So carefully, I am living in a mystery. Moving it so carefully. Screaming loud. Do 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 do. Yeah, you're building a mystery. Anyway, number 5, you could very well be feeling trapped. You could be stuck, locked down in mental prison, captive. Okay, it's no longer a mystery. You could have been gaslighting yourself. Somebody could be gaslighting you. You know, we're talking about the psychopaths in our life tonight, right? With the King of Swords in the reverse. And it may not be a mystery anymore. The Bobcat teaches you that there is true power and strength in silence and patience. So somebody might be giving you a silent treatment. In order to get what you want, you must be willing to plan, adapt, and above all, have the patience to see your dreams manifest. So somebody's lurking in the background, They're stalking you. They're planning something. They're trying to adapt to your schedule. They're testing your patience to bring you chaos. And sorry that went south real quick, but somebody's trying to trap you. Somebody wants you trapped. Stuck, locked down, mental prison, captive. But we're going to get into it. Because you're not as trapped as they want you to be. Shit's about to get real, but they're going to really... I'm just going to let you know now that you do not walk alone. Okay? What is it? Green Day? I walk alone, I walk alone. Do, 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 do. I don't know who sings that. Maybe it is Green Day. But yeah, that song's being channeled, so that may be a song that you might want to check out. I don't know. Boulevard of Broken Dreams, yeah. On the Boulevard of Broken Dreams, yeah. So check out that. You very well could have been having your dreams totally shattered. However, you've been dealing with a asshat. It's not a mystery anymore. You've been dealing with a moron. You've been dealing with a psycho. You've been dealing with probably a dark triad. It's all because you're taking action. The challenge for you, though, is to not get caught up in the manipulation. Somebody's doing dark magic, and you have the ability to transmute that shit. Turn your pain to purpose with the chariot and the mind's eye. You really need to focus on the direction in which you're going and be unbothered and understand that the chariot, only very influential people drive the chariot. Okay? Go out and come back in there, Renee. There's definitely some sort of manipulation going on. There's definitely some sort of maybe dark magic, whatever the case may be. But there's definitely something here about the chariot in the mind's eye, about you finding purpose, focus, and understand that as long as you are standing in your sovereignty, and as long as you stand in your purpose and you do not sway from this purpose, you will have the chariot at your disposal. Okay? We got the Knight of Cups in the heart space. So somebody's literally trying to get you to be bitter, to move through bitterness, and to allow that bitterness to overtake you. This is also speaking about manipulating you through emotion. Right? They want to get you all caught up in your heart space. They want to see you brokenhearted. And that's not your game. That's not the game that you're playing, collective. All right, number 5. There's also something here with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse that you are moving out of a very slow time. Things are going to start to speed up for you, and you need to pay attention with the Page of Swords in your now energy. From now into the next 3 months, you really need to pay attention, be in an observer mode, take yourself out of this victim mode, okay? Because the Seven of Wands is sitting in your 3 to 6 month time, and this is in the reverse. So this is about you needing to be observant and pay attention. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself helpless. You're going to find yourself inability to stand on business, inability to defend yourself, feeling helpless, feeling worthless, feeling like you can't step up, that you can't move forward, giving you no other choice but to drop your boundaries. Okay? Drop your focus, drop your intention. Again, people don't want you to be able to defend yourself. People want you to submit to their shit. They want you to be trapped. They want you to be stuck. But this is not a mystery anymore. This is the truth. You see the truth already. You see it for what it is. You're dealing with a psychopath. Okay, so start taking notes. Start getting to know their playbook. You can still continue to move forward with compassion and play the part. But it's only to gain knowledge on their intentions, the way that they move forward. There's a way of alchemizing it. There's a way of moving through it. You can still show up in the beautiful version of yourself. You can still show up and validate and provide and to be nurturing and to be kind despite how they treat you. But if you stay in that energy and you stay in this energy of showing up, they have nothing to complain about. Right? Because you're still moving in good intention. You're not out here trying to ruin them. You're not out here trying to expose them. You're not out here trying to dismantle their life. You're out here showing up. You're out here being compassionate. You're out here being understanding. You're out here showing that you still have something to bring to the table, that you are focused, that you're still moving forward. Okay, but there's little things that you can do to no longer allow their manipulations, whether it be emotional, financial, or otherwise, allow that to deter you. So pay attention to your reality, pay attention to your surroundings, and really kind of be in your grounded energy, because we have the King of Pentacles here in your attitude and relation situation. You're a lot more grounded, and you have a lot more to offer than what they want to believe or they want to allow you to believe. Okay, but if you were taken out of the equation, they wouldn't have a leg to stand on. It's the essence that you hold within yourself, collective. Okay? And they are ultimately there thinking that they are the wheel of fortune, that it is in their destiny. But you are the one that holds that wheel of fortune within yourself. You are the essence of their abundance. So I think this is why they are ultimately trying to manipulate you. But once you can recognize that they are trying to manipulate you, you can rebuke it, you can block it, you can shut that down without them even recognizing it. And the only time that they're going to recognize that is by the time it's too late. They're going to be the ones disempowered, not you. But you have to call your power back. You have to cut and sever any type of cords, energetically or otherwise. Your hopes and fears, things are going to come in very, very quickly for you. Okay, once you sever this whole idea that once you stop giving consent to their bullshit, and you have a non-reaction to their bullshit, once they can't get a rise out of you emotionally, then they can't siphon off of your heart space. This is where you create, this is where your manifestation happens. Okay? Because most people create and manifest through their heart. Okay? A lot of people think that it's through the root, but you have to go through the root. Okay? You have to have the creative ability, the inspiration, right, of the root in order to get to the heart. Right? Healing your inner child is a great way. Allowing your imagination to run wild in your mind, building a vision board, it's another way of being creative, allowing your inner child to be creative. Right? But things are going to happen very, very rapidly for you. Okay? But you need to believe in your abilities. We have the Five of Pentacles in your outcome. You're not as stuck as you think you are. Okay? You're not as worthless as you think you are. You are not as broken as you think you are. Allow them to think that you're broken. Allow them to think that you're worthless, but you're really not worthless. If they want to put a mask on themselves to be deceiving and lie to your face, you can put a mask on and play a part for a little while. Show them how worthless you are. Show them how pathetic you can be. Play the part. But understand deep within yourself, you are a heck of a lot more powerful than what they can actually even recognize. And by the time they figure that out, it'll be well too late for them. Because you'll be long gone and they won't even know what even happened. You will find stability again. I guarantee it. Okay? Although you may lose your ability to defend yourself within the next 3 to 6 months, you may have to drop some sort of a boundary for the next 3 to 6 months. Be observant. Learn the playbook. Because you can ultimately spin the playbook right back on them. And they won't know what even hit them. And that's where you gain your traction back. That's where you find your way out. But you have to play the playbook. You have to play a part for a little while. And it's extremely difficult for an honest and loyal individual to do that. Where they do it to manipulate and deceive you, you're doing it for survival. That's the difference. Okay? And they think that they're pulling the wool over your eyes to manipulate you. But you're pulling the wool over their eyes out of survival to survive, to overcome their bullshit and their manipulation. There's a difference. And this is how you spin the table. This is how you spin the block. And this is how you flip the table and stomp this so-called fable that they have happening for you. How they want to trap you up and how they want to manipulate you like a puppet. And that's ultimately where your checkmate comes from. But you will find your way out. You will find your stability. Things are going to happen extremely fast. This is why you need to pay attention, and this is why you need to be observant. Get out of this victim mentality, because it's not going to help you. If you have to play victim for a little while, make it seem like you're a victim for a little while, to play the part for them so they think that they have you, fine, whatever. But you're doing it for survival. They're doing it to deceive you. There's a difference. It's all an intention. And as long as you stand with good intention and sovereignty to the divine, and you don't end up selling yourself short, you'll end up all right. You'll always end up on top. but shit's gonna happen quickly, so pay attention. Your frown is about to turn upside down. Okay? If they want to try to think that make you think that you're trapped, let them. I guarantee you, you're gonna find your purpose and you're gonna move forward anyway, whether they like it or not. All right, number 6. Number 6, this motherfucker thought, they could come in and reconcile with you, that they could get a second chance with you, and you literally hate their guts. Anyway. But Aiden, hate is such a strong word. If you know, you know. The energy that I'm picking up on, you have every right to hate them for what they've done to you. I don't care how strong hate is. Yeah. You friend zone this person and they hate that. That's another way of looking at it. They came in like they were a soulmate. Like, you're outright despising this person for the two-faced ass bullshit that they played. Collective, you got free from this imbecile. You released yourself from this person. You ultimately know the truth. You know what their intention was. And you freed yourself. Okay? This person tried to get you caught up. They tried to get you stuck. They tried to get you either in jail or to have jail time or to get stuck spiritually or something. And your challenge, collective, number 6, is to stand in your power. To stand on business, to stand on what you are called to do. Because if they had their way, you would be snapping out. You would be losing your shit. You would be acting out of character. If they had their way. And ultimately, you have the ability, if you are careful and if you are focused, instead of snapping out and acting a fool, you could actually outright be focused and stand on business and move forward by taking action. Okay? And keep these dumbass pieces of shit on the bottom of your shoe on their toes. These insignificant asshats. Because if they had it, they'd have you broke, busted, and disgusted, losing your shit, acting out a fool. but you have every right to follow your passions, allow your intuition to guide you, realize and recognize your inner magic and your ability to manifest, your ability to use the fires of transformation and alchemize this shit. In your mind's eye, they basically want you begging. They want you out here begging. And if you're asking yourself why, it's because you are balanced within your heart space. Where I'm really kind of picking up on a page of pentacles, you're sitting here with a two of pentacles. You're not only focusing on your own, holding your own pentacle, but you're looking to help others with theirs. You're collaborating with other people. You're collaborating with the divine. You're collaborating and creating balance, not only for your own life, but other people. So you're not only showing up for yourself, collective, you're showing up for other people. This is a great way to turn that frown upside down. This is a great way to turn that potential manipulation and snapping out and all this shit, to turn that pain to purpose, that pain to power. Having the ability to alchemize whatever they're throwing at you because you don't want to be in a union with them. And they hate that. They hate that about you, that you don't want to give them a second chance, that you don't want to let them into your energy to trigger you into another trauma bond, into another bunch of bullshit to trap you up again. And you're outright saying, no, I'll pass. I'll pass on that grass. You can kiss my ass. Okay? But they want you ultimately out here begging for help when you're balancing it out for yourself and other people. You're collaborating. You're bringing balance not only to your own life, but other people's lives. There's not a lot of people out here that can do that. That can take a house and make it a home. Okay? The thing is you have the ability to step into your independence. But these asshats are making it literally impossible for you to do that. Right? They want you to snap out. They want you to be dysregulated. So that way you can't focus on your independence. They want you to walk away from your ability to be independent. And they want you to have your heart broken. They literally want to be out here breaking your heart and shatter you because you won't go back with them. The thing is you're coming out of this tower. You're alchemizing this tower that they want for you. Towers are usually creating an immense amount of pain and suffering and change. And like, for some towers, it's actually better because it's a whittling away. It's a destruction before a rebirth. I think the tower is the card just before the death card, if I'm not correct. Correct me, but I do feel that the tower and the death card, they're very close together within the arcanas. And with that storyline, you know, sometimes we need to destroy in order to purify and create new ground, new fertile ground. And you do that by burning it away, right? And neutralizing the ground in order to work the ash in and neutralize the pH and be able to replenish the nutrients in the ground in order to plant again. This is why sometimes you see the farmers burning out their fields because of that. However, you are going to be moving out of this time of heartbreak. Somebody's literally trying to shatter you within the next 3 months. All because you're focused on your independence, you're focused on yourself. All right? With the Four of Cups, within your attitude and relation, you know you deserve better treatment than this. You know within your heart you deserve better treatment. But ultimately, these people are just showing what type of people they are. And they only have their self to blame because you're showing up in a very integral and integrated intention, trying to bring balance to the situation, not only for yourself, but the people around you. It's like you're leading by example. And people are all burnt out and butthurt at the fact that you're leading by example. But they're in such a karmic energy that they don't know how to act. So you're literally making them out here look bad. Just for being you. Just for showing up and try to be supportive. And because you're showing up and being supportive and helping to balance things out, all of a sudden you're a threat to people. Which is totally stupid. It's absolutely asinine that they think that you're a threat. Because you're not. It's giving, they can't even compete where they do not compare. They can't even show up to even compete, even to compare. Okay? The Knight of Swords, the influence. So there's definitely some sort of communication coming in to you, for you, at you. There's some sort of truth, communication. And this is also going to help you to level up. This is going to help you to be seen. I do see some sort of law enforcement with this Knight of Swords. Somebody of the law is coming in to give you information. Once this information comes in, I do feel that it's going to help you move forward. Your hope is to move forward, to elevate. But it shows here the outcome, the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. It seems as though somebody has it out for you. Somebody, because of you not wanting to get back into another union and give a second chance, they're trying to ruin absolutely everything that you're building. And this is how they're trying to break your heart. All because you're trying to find your independence. They're trying to find any which way but loose to get you to snap out. And if they basically ruin your harvest, and you have no harvest, then they think that this is going to help you basically to get you to snap out. It's because I really feel that they've already shattered your heart, so because you alchemized it and you've healed it, now they want to do it again because the first time wasn't good enough. So they're coming in for a second time. I wouldn't even entertain this energy. It's like you're just, they got you to the point where you're in a rut and in the mud. You finally got yourself up and out of the rut and out of the mud, and they want to throw you back in the mud again. But it's kind of given, like, stay the fuck in the mud where I put you. Something tells me you may have to show your teeth, Collector. Like, this goes beyond reactive abuse. This goes beyond, this is sadistic. This is definitely handler vibes. This is definitely trafficking. Somebody's out here trafficking you. A handler. Like, the person that you're dealing with doesn't feel that the law applies to them. Like, they're beyond the law. But I really kind of feel that they're in for a rude awakening because of everything that they've done to take you out of your independence, to make you dependent, to make you get all trapped up. You are going to elevate. And everything that they are trying to grasp and grasp onto, it's almost like a decoy. So everything that they're focused on to try to destroy and to take away from you, you're already released it. Like, it's kind of like somebody comes in to find out where you live. They find out where you live, and then they go and they set up a sting operation to go and rob you or burn you down or something. And they pay out all this money to have this investigation and have all this whole plan all set up. They go to execute the plan and you've already moved. Like, you don't even live there anymore. So it's ultimately going to be a decoy. It's going to be like, okay, so where the fuck are they now? Everything that they've invested in for this last go to destroy you, I feel like it's going to show up empty. Right? Because I really feel that by the time they show up to destroy you, you're going to be gone. Everything that they've invested in to bring you down is going to be null and void. And it's kind of giving me that they are walking right into a trap. They're in this energy where they don't give two fucks about themselves. They don't care. They don't care who they hurt. Like, they've already taken great joy in shattering you once, maybe twice already. Now they're doing it for entertainment. Now they want to do it to snap you out. But the thing is, collective, they are such a fucking coward, they won't do it to your face. Like, they've invested so much into getting other people to do their dirty work. That's how much of a coward they are. That's how empty they are. And no wonder you want nothing to do with this individual. No wonder. I quite frankly do not blame you for walking away from this individual, for friend zoning this person. Not even a friend zone, just totally insignificant, irrelevant. Like, this is probably the only person you've ever hated in all of your life. And the only reason why you hate them is because of their audacity on purposely trying to destroy you and have you broken. Like, who fucking does that to someone? Somebody that's sick and disgusting and twisted. Psychopath. Psychotic. People that need to get a fucking straitjacket. A rubber room. So I do feel that there's definitely some sort of authority figure coming in to speak on something about a level up, and the fact that they've been caught, the fact that they tried to get you to put for you to be put in jail in order to break your heart, but they are ultimately getting booked and written up and being thrown away. Everything that they've invested in is going to shit. Everything that they wanted for you to be broken, and no, it's not what's happening. There's definitely a level up here, collective, with the world. You will be seen. I feel that you very well could be in the headlines. You could be known worldwide for overcoming quite a bit of bullshit. I really get the feeling your frown will be turned upside down very soon. You may have to wait another 3 to 6 months before things start really turning around for you. And I hate this for you, that you have to wait this long, because you've waited long enough. This should have been dealt with already. You should have already received justice by now. But this fucking coward that's decided to throw rocks and hide their hands is, they're getting caught up, because these people that they have commissioned, they're running out of money to invest in this, is what's happening. They're having to loan out money to get loans in order to invest into this. And now they owe people. And they have nothing to come back with. I'm also picking up on some sort of fraudulent policy that they were banking on. But you're still kicking. You're still moving forward. It's out of their hands. There's some sort of an investigation or something coming in. All right, number 7. You're closing out cycles. You're closing out this cycle because it's not teaching you anything. It's either that or somebody saying that it's they're trying to teach you something and you want nothing to do with their lesson. It's kind of like the student teaching the teacher. A 9-month cycle is at play. Your current project will take 9 months. We're tired. You could be exhausted, and to find out there's still another 9 months of work to do. Yuck. Your current project will take 9 months to mature and benefit, but you need to fully commit. You have all the strength and stamina you need as long as you move forward and not backwards. Yeah, so I feel that this 9-month cycle is already closing out for you. And because this is happening, this asshat knows about it. And they don't want you preparing for a new phase. They don't want you preparing for union. They don't want you transcending. They don't want you learning any new lessons. They're being left behind is what's happening. Collective, they totally misjudged you. They misjudged your capabilities. They misjudged your ability to move forward. Okay? The thing is, though, Collective, is that your challenge, you really don't have any challenge. All you need to do is alchemize this fight or flight. I'm really catching this 5 of Wands with fight or flight in your challenge position. And I'm really picking up projection. I'm also picking up that there's some sort of one-sided fight. They want you fighting with them, but it's a one-sided fight. You're not even fighting. You're not even in the game. Like, you're not even on the tennis court. And all they're doing is bashing the ball out off the fence, and it's coming back and bouncing over, and like it like what's that game where you bang it off the wall? It's a blue ball, smaller racket than tennis. Is it racquetball? I don't know why. I could just very well be tired, but is that okay? They're pretty well playing the game by themselves. Okay? They're literally playing the damn game by themselves. And you're just standing there watching them burn themselves out. You could very well be kind of giggling under your breath. Like giggling to yourself. It's like, yeah. But they're literally playing the game by themselves. But they're expecting for you to get on the court and play the game with them. And all the time that they're playing this game by themselves, they're getting more frustrated and more frustrated and more frustrated that they're the only one on the court. It's kind of priceless. Not gonna lie. They're totally misjudging your ability to alchemize this shit because in your mind, you've already succeeded. You've already won. Welcome in, Marie. You've already won. You're already visualizing that you've won. You've already had victory. You already know you won. In your heart space, you know you just need to be patient. You're done holding back. You're done holding on to these emotions. They didn't anticipate the fact that you would heal. This is really kind of giving me that this 9-month cycle with this asshat is over. Because you're walking into an energy of the Seven of Swords in reverse. The people that ganged up on you with them are coming in to apologize and give you the knowledge, to give you what was going on behind the scenes, to give you the knowledge and the apologies that you rightfully deserve. Like, you're in the process of getting some sort of sevenfold blessing. And they're out there still on the court playing the game, thinking that they're playing in a competition with you. They're playing for the trophy when you're sitting there and you're with the trophy in the chair and you're already won. And they're out on the frickin' court trying to do a thing. Oh, Marie, you were just tapped right in. That's okay, honey. It's all good. Alright, good stuff. Like, even if you put it into one message instead of one little tiny message every, 10 seconds, you can just write it all in one big message and just plop it into the chat. You know? So that way it gives the other people space to be part of the chat too. Just a thought. Or dial it back. It's cool either way. But yeah, you're holding back, collective. You're holding back your emotions. You're walking away from holding back, though. I'm really picking up with the moon here in the past position. You've really given them grace. You're very much giving them grace. Like, if people know the situation that you're in, if they know who you're talking about, then it's probably really embarrassing for these asshats. Right? But you're out here giving them grace. You're not, putting their name in the newspaper. You're not doing all this stuff to out them or rip their mask off or whatever the case may be. You may be out here and not only influencing yourself in your own life, but you're influencing other people to rise above and to be empowered and inspired. And this is how you're alchemizing this emotion. You're turning it into purpose. The seven of swords reversed in your now to the next 3 months energy. You're going to have people coming in, giving back to you. There's definitely something about that. Your 3 to 6 month mark with the 4 of Wands, we're talking about a new foundation, celebration. This could very well be a new dynamic, a new relationship, a new union, divinely protected union, a new commitment. Somebody also could very well want to come in and give back to you what was taken from you. They may want to start a new union or commit to you or create some sort of a union with you, a new foundation with you, celebrate with you. There's definitely something here with your heart space that you need to be patient, that you've done everything right. You just need to wait. Divine timing is at hand here with the 3 of Wands. People are going to want to come in and collaborate. The attitude in relation to the situation is that you've alchemized and you brought together you chose yourself. And because you chose yourself and because you've healed, we have the Lovers here in your attitude and relation. So somebody may come in and say that they really, really love you. This could be a person from the past. This could have been somebody that lied to you. But I do feel this is fake. Because in the strength position, this is the influence. And I feel with the strength in the reverse position, I feel that this is to just disempower you. They're coming in to gaslight you and say they want to apologize, they want to get back to you, they want a new beginning with you, they want to start over, they want to marry you, they want to put a ring on it, they want to actually finally commit to you, which I feel that they weren't wanting to commit to you before. And I can guarantee you that they don't want to commit now, regardless of what they say. They just want to come in to get you playing with your heartstrings to rip them apart again. Your hopes and fears with the Seven of Cups in reverse, you need to be focused on yourself. They could very well be focused on what they want now. But it's too fucking late because you got the Page of Wands here and it's in the reverse in the outcome and you're just uninspired. You've got no spoons for this anymore. You've already won. And because you've already won and you've already succeeded and you've already raised the bar, now they're trying to meet you at that bar and they can't compete where they don't compare. So they're trying to jump on your bandwagon in order to catch a ride. Catch a ride and we're living on top of the world. Wild one. Ooh, baby, I'm a wild one. And then there was like the Beach Boys in there somewhere. I haven't heard from the Beach Boys in forever. And Kokomo is coming out now. Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take ya. Bahama, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? Somebody wants to take you on a trip to the Florida Keys. Don't go. Don't go on vacation with this ass hat. They want to marry you, they want to put it on thick and then get rid of you. Dump you off in shark-infested waters. Don't trust a word they say. You're dealing with a psychopath. I think the new title to this one is going to be 7 Ways to Avoid a Psychopath. Not gonna lie. The audacity. The spirit's laughing. My spirit guides are laughing at me. They thought it was funny. So it's like, had he known the readings that were going to come on, he probably wouldn't have even bothered. And I don't find out what the overall, I don't end up finding out the overall energy of the reading until the last card, after I dealt them all out. Emotions, toxicity. Like waves in and out, crashing, unpredictable, unhealthy, poison, delusions, nasty behaviors. I got no words. I got nothing. I'll be here tomorrow night for another collective message. All right, tribe. I don't know exactly what tomorrow's message is going to be about. I'm probably sure that it's going to be interesting. Welcome in there, Bradley. Hope you're doing well, buddy. You're literally just coming in at the end of the message there, boy. But it's tonight's it's been comical and psychopathic all at the same time. 7 ways to, what did I say, guys? 7 ways to avoid a psychopath. 7 ways to what was it? It sounded better when I first said it. I don't think I I don't think I what was it? Just saw your live feed. I'll rewatch the video later. Sounds interesting. I wouldn't walk to the corner store with this hazmat psycho, let alone go on a trip, right? What's the title, Renee? What was it? 7 ways to walk away from a psychopath? Or is that what it was? 7 ways to avoid a psycho? Yeah. So the overall energy, Bradley, was like the King of Swords in the reverse. Like, fuck. Fucking asshat got a spotlight. Because every reading was about him. Could have, yeah, yeah. A lot of us could have, yeah, totally could have used that. Yeah, but see, the thing is, now that we're learning their playbook, they tend to use the same playbook, right? So, it is what it is. Slip out the back, Jack, and don't come around no more. Slip out the back, Jack, and don't forget not to slam the door. Don't even let the door click, Jack, but slip out the back, Jack. Slip out the back, Jack, and don't let them hear the door. Put your car in neutral and push that bitch down the drive. I got a million different tips for you to stay alive. Just make a new plan, Stan. Just get on the bus, Gus. Yeah. Don't know how much you love me. Don't know how much you care. When you put your arms around me. Give me fever. In the morning, fever all through the night. A fever when you're holding me, fever all. Fever. Fever when you ruin my life, you give me fever. Alright, kids. Enough of that fucking nightmare for the night. I really wish Bradley was here for the whole thing, but you're gonna have to wait until it uploads, I guess. If you guys do a rewatch and you want to hype this bitch, or go back and hype a bunch of my other videos, that'd be cool. Love you lots, guys and gals, tribe. Be good to yourself if you can't be good at it. Get yourself a personal reading. You know where to grab it. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you for joining me this evening. Donations are greatly accepted. You know how to do that too. If you don't, then you must be new. Check out the description box for further information. So if you can't be good at it, at least be good to yourself. So that way you can be good to others. I could go put my sauce away and go to sleep. Now that it's probably chill. Alright? Have a good night, and I will catch you in the next video.